So the stage is set. We know who's going to be in the men's Money in the Bank. We know who's going to be in the women's Money in the Bank. The pay-per-view is pretty much set. A whole 4 matches. WWE's having a tendency of having smaller pay-per-views. I kind of like that, honestly. I think we all kind of like that. Shorter shows. I mean, Raw is not even a 3-hour show anymore. I kind of like that. You want to know the truth. It's 9:30 right now, and the show is already over. I like that, okay? I really do. But hey, the stage is set. And I'm going to tell you, when you look at everybody, and I'm starting with the men's Money in the Bank, okay? And if you look at everybody who is in it, I mean, Solo Sikoa, LA Knight, Seth Rollins, Penta, Andrade, and El Grande Americano, because that's who won tonight. When you look at all of them, on paper, it's a guaranteed Seth Rollins. However, WWE's not going to make it that easy. They're not. They're not going to make it that simple. I don't care what the betting odds is. I don't care what any of that stuff is. WWE Wrestling 101 usually says that when they have it clear like that, CM Punk or Jey Uso, because I bet that's not the last match. So CM Punk or Jey Uso or Sami Zayn or somebody like that is going to come down and they're all going to brawl. You know, the team of Seth Rollins is going to brawl with those characters, and they're all going to brawl, and they're end up costing Seth Rollins the match. Now, who of the other guys really is going to get the Money in the Bank briefcase and get that ultimate boom? I don't know. I really don't. What I do know is, though, wrestling fans, and I think that we all know this, okay? Okay? And by the way, if you enjoy any part of this preview and predictions of Money in the Bank that's this Saturday, okay? If you enjoy any part of it, what I do know is, by the way, if you do, make sure you become a subscriber today and hit that big bell button for all notifications and give me a big thumbs up down below. But if you know wrestling, and I know all of y'all do, Seth Rollins doesn't need that Money in the Bank briefcase. He doesn't. He doesn't need it to beat Jey Uso in the future. He doesn't need it to enhance the big stable that he has on Monday Night Raw. He doesn't need that. It would elevate somebody else that's in that matchup. Now, who that is, I'm not sure, because I don't see LA Knight capturing the Money in the Bank briefcase. I really don't. Even though he just lost he lost the U.S. title. He just dropped that strap. So, I mean, they could go that direction. And that would elevate him. But I don't see that. That would give a tremendous shot in the arm for Penta. That definitely would. And, hey, look, we all would enjoy seeing Penta get a huge bump, okay? on Monday Night Raw. All right. Solo Sikoa, of course, that would enhance the Bloodline story, having the Money in the Bank briefcase along with the U.S. title. Okay, so that would enhance that. So there's a lot of variables that WWE could go down with the Money in the Bank briefcase, but Seth Rollins does not need to be the one to win on Saturday night. And I am saying right now that he is not going to capture that Money in the Bank briefcase. It is not going to happen. All right. That's just what I'm saying. And I'm recording this on Monday, wrestling fans, and I'm just going to tell you right now, sorry, AJ Styles, for falling into WWE's Wrestling 101 and you losing on your birthday, okay? Because that always seems to happen, all right? But I honestly would have put AJ Styles in that matchup, not El Grande Americano, and having Chad Gable wrestle twice, okay? But that's just me. Anyway, to continue on with more Money in the Bank. All right, this time we're going to discuss the women's. We have Alexa Bliss, Rhea Ripley, Roxanne Perez, Naomi, among others. And look, I'm going to be honest with you. I really do not care who wins this Money in the Bank. I really don't. I really don't. Do I think that Rhea Ripley's going to be victorious? No, I don't. Alexa Bliss, I would be very pleased if she does, because Naomi, I don't see capturing the gold. And who won tonight, I don't see capturing the gold either, especially since she is wrestling at Worlds Collide earlier in the day, okay, on Saturday. So I really see Alexa Bliss coming out victorious in this one. But that's the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. The Intercontinental title on the line, or the women's IC strap on the line. Lyra Valkyria, I hope I said that right, versus Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch is going to walk out victorious. She is. This is her last shot to get the IC strap. She's walking out victorious. Okay. And I think she's walking out victorious because they have to take some type of direction in trying to get the ratings up on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. Since WWE on Raw hit the second lowest ever last week. On some report I saw that, okay? So if that's true, then they have to go in some type of direction. And I don't see next week Jey Uso dropping the title to Gunther. I don't see him losing it next week, okay? So they have to do something. So the first step I can see them doing is giving a title to Becky Lynch, okay? I can see that. Jey Uso will come later on, okay? I don't see him holding it for an entire year, all right? Him losing it would probably be at SummerSlam, okay? I can see something like that. Big two-night event, the first ever two-night SummerSlam. Gotta have something big happen. Jey Uso loses. Anyway, wrestling fans, Becky Lynch beats Lyra Valkyria at Money in the Bank for the women's IC title. I can see that happening. And of course, in the main event, we got Cody Rhodes and Yeet Jey Uso versus John Cena and Logan Paul. No titles on the line in this Money in the Bank pay-per-view as far as world titles. Nothing of that nature. I'm okay with it. Okay, you don't always have to have a title, a world title on the line every single pay-per-view or PLE. You don't. It's okay. Should be a good match. I know some people have been complaining because a title's not on the line and things of that nature. Look, this is building to the story, building the SummerSlam where a title will be on the line, where it's going to be something bigger and better at SummerSlam. Okay, and it's going to be something bigger and better. What will happen here? Okay, Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso need to be victorious in this. Cody Rhodes, even though I don't think Cody Rhodes should just come back and automatically get the huge spotlight just like this, but if Cody Rhodes is going to eventually end up facing John Cena, like we all know he's going to, then Cody Rhodes needs to pin John Cena 1, 2, and 3 at Money in the Bank to set up a title matchup in the future, whether that is at the following pay-per-view in July or at SummerSlam in August. Y'all let me know what you're thinking about all this in the comments below. And of course, don't forget to do all that great stuff that I mentioned at the beginning of this preview and predictions, which is to become a subscriber today. Hit the bell button and give me a big thumbs up. It is appreciated. And don't forget to go back and check out anything you missed. All the great content that was uploaded yesterday on the channel. All the Backyard Beatdown content. Hope you enjoyed this preview and predictions. I'll have a review of the show on Saturday. And of course, until I see you again, this is Webby, and I'll catch you all on the other side. Talk to you later.